I put my teachers in high reverence. I don't consider myself a peer of my teachers, but it would be wonderful if they considered me a peer. But the Bible states that the first will become the last, and the last will become first. The dictionary speaks of peer as one who is on par. If the teacher promotes the student to 10th degree, and he is a 10th degree, he is in essence making his student a peer. Now, the student must be humble and never consider himself on the same level of his teacher, yet he is the same rank as his teacher. But his teacher made it so. The teacher did that. I have students that are higher ranked than I am. I'm an 8th degree black belt, but I have a student who's a ninth. I have those who are with me, or I consider peers, who are 10th degree. They consider me a peer. But if you were born after me, do you consider yourself a peer of mine if you're a 10th degree? Well, you are. If you are a 10th and I'm an 8th, or if I'm a 10th and you're a 10th, you are a peer of mine. But have you accomplished what I've accomplished? No. Have I accomplished what you have accomplished? No. Steve Muhammad is the Jackie Robinson of martial arts. He is an icon. I have spoke of his name and of his accomplishments more than any of you. For 52 years I have done this. Never once disrespected my teacher, and any of you said that I have. You are disrespecting your teacher. That man who you hold the utmost respect for, you have disrespected him by saying, I disrespected my teachers. Vontre Tommy Moss, Jr. is my teacher. He was my teacher before Steve Muhammad, before Eugene Davis, before Jerry Smith, Cliff Stewart, and all those men, the other men that I've named and mentioned. When we were with Eugene Davis, he says, we're going with Steve Muhammad, Steve Sanders at the time. He said, we are going with him. And I went with him. Steve Muhammad took on the mantle of teacher, brother, guide, father to most, to many. If there was no BKF, or Black Karate Federation, there would be a Steve Muhammad. Nothing took away from his accomplishments, and nothing will. And none of you would take away from my accomplishments. None of the things that you're saying, not even my teachers. Because of the fact is that I was born of a woman. My mother, I love, Hazel. May she rest in paradise. And I am who I am because of those great leaders and guides who moved me along. Know who I am, beloved. I do nothing and say nothing but the truth. At this point in my life, I have nothing else going for myself but that. As my brother Tommy Moss, and my teacher, and my friend, lies in a position that all of us will see one day. I dedicate my driving spirit, the constant truth, and always speaking of my teacher's name before I speak my own. I've said that many times, a message to the warrior. This may be my last message for a while. But it's not because of anything or any feeling or ill feeling about me, because that's life. I'll say this. I am the product of my teachers. I love them. I will kill and die for them, just like most of you. Well, most of you probably will kill for them, but maybe not die for them. But I'm willing to do both so that they may live. My life is forfeit when it comes to the men and women who made me who I am. I love them. They are why I am. Yes, I am on par with some of them because of my accomplishments. But I will never say that I am. I will let them say that. You can consider me worthy at this particular point to be recognized. You know, the people may not. But I love my teachers. I've never once disrespected them and never will. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, beloved. Whether you came up with me or you came after me, you know what's in my heart. A great woman told me once, years ago, that God would reveal through your actions what you say you really feel in your heart. I thank her for that. I kept it with me forever. I'm Kreger. Ashe. Namaste.